Welcome, everybody. I'm Jabby Kuwait, joined by STEPH SABRAW.
Hello.
What up, brah?
What up?
We're looking at Honest Trailers, Ant-Man. Thanks so much for joining us, you guys. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications. Pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching while you're subscribing and upvoting. Obviously, subscribe to Screen Junkies, but also follow STEPH SABRAW. Just to let you know, this is an older Honest trailer. I thought it'd be cool to revisit all of the Ant-Man stuff leading up to Ant-Man Quantumania. So, yeah.
From Edgar Wright, until he refused to get in line, comes a movie based on a superhero so ridiculous, you'll swear Marvel's choosing their projects on a dare. Ant-Man. You've seen Marvel movies based on green giants, Norse gods, and these weirdos. Now, get ready for a hero so silly, no one can even keep a straight face when they say his dumb name.
Ant-Man. Ant-Man. Is it too late to change the name?
In this superpowered heist film that, against all odds, actually kind of works.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it's still more believable than letting someone join the Avengers just because they're good with a bow and arrow, right? Meet Scott Lang.
Say yes, Scott.
Wait, nope, not that one. Yeah, that's the guy. A master thief who gets busted every time he tries to get away with anything.
Hey, little guy.
His life will change when he meets Hank Pym, the billionaire industrialist who lost control of his company to a bald former ally who betrays him and plots to use his advanced suit technology for evil.
It's the Iron Man
and if
reference.
that sounds familiar, it's because it's the exact same premise as the first Iron Man movie.
If it ain't broke.
I mean, seriously, it even has that friend staring at the suit they'll wear in the sequel moment.
Oh.
It's about damn time.
Oh,
amazing
shit.
visual effects that make 70-year-old Michael Douglas look like 60-year-old Michael Douglas, and has harmless locations.
I disagree with that. The de-aging looked really good. He looked like maybe he had some salt and pepper at 45.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it looked pretty good.
I thought it did too.
Yeah.
Pulse with epic danger, like a briefcase, a toy train set, and Michael Peña's junk. In some of the most high-stakes fights between tiny people since Frodo versus Gollum, living Marvel still hasn't run out of ways for guys to punch each other in the face, or in this movie's case, sucker punch.
And now it's gonna blow up in your face. Oh, you okay? Did I hurt you? Show me.
That's how you punch.
Prepare for a movie that would be really stale without Paul Rudd doing Paul Rudd things, because most of it is Hank Pym yammering on about some boring science crap.
I use electromagnetic waves to stimulate their olfactory nerve center. You must retrieve this prototype of a signal decoy. I created a formula that altered atomic relative distance.
Huh?
She turned off her regulator. It went subatomic.
Out of context, that looks boring as fuck. But the thing about it is, when he was saying with the subatomic regulator, whatever, that was a monologue moment of talking about how he lost his wife.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. I was just thinking about when he said that, how Paul Rudd is just such an interesting person just to watch. Like, he's a very watchable individual, because I think about the fact that he doesn't even do that much. He's just interesting. Like, there's something about his personality and how earnest he is that makes him just fun. And it makes me wonder how he actually is. You ever meet an actor who plays like a jerk in a movie, and then in real life, they're like the nicest person?
Right.
Like Giancarlo Esposito, for instance, strikes me as someone who was super nice from all his interviews, but he plays such a cold, calculated individual in Breaking Bad. So I'm wondering, is Paul Rudd a jerk in real life? I hope not.
I don't think so.
No?
If he's a jerk, we have nothing to live for.
Okay, his life is over. Just
Yeah, I don't believe in anything then.
Yeah, exactly.
Separates itself from the other 11 MCU movies with a few unique twists, like making another schlubby comedian get abs for a superhero role, actually getting you to care about disgusting insect monsters. Anthony! No, not Anthony. Oh man, I like that one because he had a name. And saying the one thing everyone's been yelling at the screen since Phase 2 started.
I think our first move should be calling the Avengers.
So strap in for the best micro movie since Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, as Marvel proves once again they can literally sell you anything, and they don't even have to try that hard to sell it.
Ants. Ants.
I love them.
Starring, I Love You, Matt, Tony Stark Sr., Wasp Machine.
Wasp Machine? What does that mean?
Kind of like War Machine, like his
Oh,
second.
okay.
Maybe?
I Love You Man is funny. Have you seen I Love You Man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's funny.
The only Latino in the MCU.
Back then.
That's funny,
T.I.
yeah.
as himself.
Amazing.
As the biggest Avenger they could get. Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Nice.
And disposable Marvel villain number 9.
Oh.
Tiny
Incredible.
Iron Man.
Tiny Iron Man. That's funny.
Man, after this one, I cannot imagine these movies getting any strange. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's funny. You know what's cool about going back to these older Honest trailers is just like, it's sort of like a capsule in time of just what the zeitgeist was at that moment.
Yeah.
Like there's a podcast I've been listening to religiously lately, and it's interesting because it's like a year and a half back of when they recorded. And to hear what they were thinking in that moment of what's ahead, and me knowing what's ahead because I'm here now, it's just like strange. That's just really neat to see. Like the only Latino in the MCU, and then, you know, Wakanda Forever, etc.
It's funny with the MCU movies, like we've talked about this, some age differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Ant-Man was one that like took a little for people to get onto it. And then
Okay.
once they were, they're like, it's Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Yeah. I wonder if there was a number of people who did not watch Ant-Man, and then they saw him in Captain America Civil War, and they're like, who's this guy? Like,
Yeah.
I gotta go back and
Yeah.
watch it now, you know, because it's a fun superhero. Just because people didn't expose themselves to the story because they're not familiar, you know, with that character. It's also like not the most enticing of names.
No, it's Ant-Man.
You know what sold me? Was the scene they talked about here, and they also talked about it in Cinema Sins, the Thomas the Train Engine thing. When I saw that in the trailer, it was one of the best jokes because it's so epic. Like, you think about little ants having a war, but from a human perspective, it looks stupid.
Yeah.
You know, it looks so trivial, and it doesn't mean anything. The juxtaposition of those two things is just genius. They keep saying it's like a carryover from Edgar Wright.
It works.
Yeah, it does work. So now we need an Edgar Wright Ant-Man movie,
Yeah.
I guess, if he'll commit.
That'd be fun.
If he'll come back.
In the quantum verse.
Cool. Well, but it's something after that. When they bring back Paul Rudd after he's killed by
No,
Kang.
stop saying that.
If DC can do it, why can't MCU? Like, they just have these offshoot films that are totally disconnected from like the greater DCEU or whatever. Why can't MCU do it?
Because I feel like DCEU is trying to get on MCU's level.
But they're still doing Batman 2.
Yeah, that's true. I do think in this newer era, it's working well for them. I know The Flash is controversial, but like there's like these movies that
Controversial? Getting arrested? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's
not
not
at all.
controversial.
Yeah.
Beating people up?
Not at all.
Throwing chairs at people's heads?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Super cool.
Super chill. We do that all the time.
I already bought my ticket. I'm gonna see the movie.
Yeah, I'm for sure. It's gonna make its money. He would have to really throw like 3 chairs at people's heads.
I feel like
Break into 4
it's
homes.
so good that they're like, we're keeping it no
Yeah.
matter what happens.
I don't think he's staying on though.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, about this, yeah, this is fun. It put a smile on my face.
Yeah, this is fun.
It's a nice walk down memory lane of everything. But this Honest trailer, surprisingly, maybe this is because it was years ago, but I'm so used to Honest trailers going really hard on the MCU films, like going all in and like just rib shots, you know, like over and over and over again on MCU films because the writers are not as pleased with the MCU films at Screen Junkies. I don't know what year this video came out, so I don't know who was in office at the time at Screen Junkies. Maybe there was a changeover of some kind, and you know, a few cynical individuals got in there who do not like the MCU movies. This actually felt like they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
They legit enjoyed this, even though they were sort of mocking it. They really had fun with this movie, as I think most of us did who watched Ant-Man.
Right.
So
You're either on the Thomas train or you're not.
exactly. So what did they say? The man. Whatever. The jokes. I'll just take that part out. Edit it out. Edit all this out. Make the video 60 seconds long. Just the intro, outro. Follow us on social media. Goodbye. That's
Very
all we need
good.
anyway. You can keep Ant-Man in the thumbnail for the clicks.
Everything's about clickbait.
Exactly. Social media. Follow me. Vanity. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jabby Kawai. This is
STEPH SABRAW.
Peace out.